Palag-palag.
Astig.
Malupit. Beast mode.
Nakakasilak.
Exciting. Nakakakaba. Bongga. Solid. Breathtaking.
Wasakan. Spark.
Colorful.
Mabagsik. Mind-blowing. Challenging.
Electrifying. Fabulous.
Malupit. Exquisite.
Fierce. Garena. Lurugan. Extreme.
Galvanizing.
Badass.
League of Legends.
Collegiate League 2016. Sprinter. December 13.
13.
13. 2015.
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
onwards. Hashtag get school.
Vacation's over.
Vacation is over.
Hi guys! Welcome back dito sa pinakamagaling at pinakamatinding prestigious league para sa mga students and runners ng ating bansa. This is the LCL Collegiate League 2016 Spring Term at kami po ang inyong magiging shoutcasters. Ako po si GS Shinbu with the one, for an eye.
And I'm GS Sleep.
Okay, so you are about to witness a match between, ano nga yung nakaschedule natin yan? Team
UCC versus CSB.
Okay, so you have to highlight kanina pala, mali yung nasabi ko, hindi Delasan yung nag-champion. It was CSB.
Yeah,
so
CSB.
Former champion, the very first champion ng ating LOL Collegiate League. The very first champion of the LOL Collegiate League, definitely coming in as the strong team on this one, taking on an underdog, seemingly an underdog UCC.
Yeah.
Tama. And guys, you have to take note, this is the last LOL Collegiate match ng 2015.
Yeah, because we'll be going on a long break because it's Christmas, New Year's.
Yes, oo. Grabe, matindi at maligayang Pasko para sa inyo, guys. We'll be back at January 10. So ito na, ito yung ating schedule, UCC versus CSB. So, gera na to! Oo, gera na to.
Yep.
Laban na. Huling match, ibigay natin ang lahat dito. You are going to witness a match wherein the reigning champ or the very first champ ng ating LOL Collegiate League will participate. Kanina natagpuan niya ang laban. So, running down through the list ng ating winners. For Game 1, the winner was
UST,
yes. Game
FEU,
2, FEU, yes.
SLU, and then let's see who finds out who wins this one.
There's an upset lang sa Game 3, no?
Actually, Game 3 I was predicting SLU to win.
For chess.
Yeah, chess is really good, and I really like their mid laner, Roma. He's a really good player. I believe top 10 challenger. So, meanwhile, Admu, they lost a lot of good players this season.
I see.
They lost Mikos to Celestial.
Yeah.
They lost, I believe, their old mid laner to Infused.
Okay.
So they lost a lot of players, and they're rebuilding. They're in the rebuilding
Bahay
process.
ng mga pro players ang Admo, diba? And there's a restriction for pro gaming series pro players to play here at the LOL Collegiate League. But you have to take note na may naglalaro tayong former pro players, diba?
Yeah, we have Drown, who is also known as Snoy.
Yes.
So Mineski Snoy, Emily Snoy, whatever you want to call him.
Si
him.
Snoy pa lang. Si Snoy
Yeah,
lang.
that's
Yung natira
Drown.
dito.
Yeah.
Ayan, okay. So, ayan guys, let's get into the drafting picks. So, an Anivia ban and a Ryze ban.
That's the obvious ban, the Nivea ban.
Yes. What about Ryze?
The mid laner's name is Diamond Nivea, so yeah.
I see.
The Ryze ban. Ryze is a very good champion, and I guess they don't want to deal with the Ryze pick. Maybe one of the UCC players does play Ryze. We'll have to see. Well,
how does gaano ba kalakas si Anivia?
Anivia is probably one of the best mid laners right now in the meta. Just does so much damage, so much utility with the wall, and so much zone control in the team fights with the Glacial Storm.
Yes.
So really, really good pick right now in the current meta. The stun's really good, the wall's really good, lots of damage. And Diamond Nivea is a pretty good Anivia player from his name.
I see. So, we have a Zac, then Tamketch. I think Tamketch hanggang ngayon hindi pa naman nag-scale. Hindi pa talaga siya nagpo-follow up. So, considerable pa rin yung mga bans na ganito.
I'm not sure about the Tahm Kench, but the other bands I do agree with. Because I haven't seen a Tahm Kench in a very, very long time.
No?
Yeah.
Tahm Kench is still playable, hindi lang sa support, right?
I'm not sure. Like, I've seen Tahm Kench in the top lane, sometimes support, but I don't think he's that good anymore.
I see. So, for Hecarim, Gangplank, it's on this one.
Yeah, Gangplank is okay.
Why am I seeing kanina may Hecarim ban din?
Well, Hecarim's just a really strong top laner, and I believe a lot of the LCL players are Hecarim players, so they really just want to get that Hecarim away, make them play champions they're not really familiar with. So, I guess that's one of the reasons. And Hecarim's just really strong if he gets the right items and he gets a little bit ahead.
So we are seeing that UCC is taking a good time on picking out their, on making for that first pick. So instead of a Mundo, we are seeing
Elise. So that I don't agree with that. Mundo is still open.
Yeah.
Trundle still open. Misfortune still open. There's a lot of really good champions that CSB can take right now, and it's gonna be really interesting to see how CSB plays because I respect a lot of these players.
Yeah. May rise to popularity yung Trundle.
Yeah, Trundle.
Yeah, what about that? Yeah.
He just has so many free stats. The pillar is extremely annoying. That's why we're seeing a lot of Trundles being played in the support role. And the fact that you can play in top lane, jungle, support just makes him so good in the meta. And he's effective in all three of those roles, so that's why.
I see. It doesn't scale off. We have seen Trundle, they're getting
Yeah, and see, Trundle is being hovered over right now. So
for a top lane, no?
possibly. It could be a jungle, it could be a support.
Yeah, support.
And that's the beauty of Trundle. That's why he's so good right now. Because right now, with these picks, these are actually really, really good picks coming in from CSB. You have that Mundo, one of the best champions in the game right now. Extremely tanky, does lots of damage. That could be played in the top lane or in the jungle. And for the Trundle pick, that could be played in the top jungle or support role as well. So lots of possibilities for the CSB roster. They haven't really revealed anything in regards to their strategy, and I really like it.
So, first two picks. Going good para sa side dito ng ating former champions. Then, now we are waiting out for UCC. If you're face-off with this Trundle and Mundo pick, kaya syempre nakuha na, ganon. Kaya naging ganon ka-disastrous yung picking. Kasi usually, rare case to, di ba?
Yeah.
You prioritize Mundo or Trundle.
Yeah.
Pero pag ganito,
the Trundle is definitely something you can deal with. However, the Mundo just gets very difficult to deal with come the later parts of the game where his E scales with his max HP. He just does so much damage. The cleavers deal a % of your max HP.
Yeah.
So it becomes
Missing
very
out ba
difficult.
yun? Or max HP? Missing out or max HP? Yung kada clip.
The cleaver, I think,
consistent
is
mas mababa yun?
is
Mas
max HP,
Max HP.
and then the E is missing. I might have got those two confused. One of them is max and one of them is missing.
Sa enemy, no? Sa enemy or kay Mundo?
Well, it depends on the
enemy.
spell. It depends on the spell you're using. Because if it's cleaver, it depends on the enemy. Then the E, the machoism, will depend on the Mundo.
Oo nga. Which is, I think, very painful. Yun nga rin yung sinasabi na malakas na skill sa kanya because Mundo could just go stack health and deals decent damage with
a lot of damage.
So for this Renekton and Kalista, getting locked in para sa UCC.
Yeah, so Kalista is a very good AD carry right now in the current meta, and Renekton is pretty safe. Doesn't really have the worst matchups coming into the Trundle or the Mundo. Very strong presence in that laning phase, something that I guess UCC is going to be trying to look for. They're going to be trying to go for the strong early game with the Elise, possibly with the Renekton as well, and try to win the game from this early game. As CSB has a very scary team comp right now with so much late game threat with the Trundle, with the Mundo, and now with the Jax and Tristana. So this actually makes it very, very interesting for the CSB lineup. Now that they picked the Jax, I have a feeling it's going to be a Trundle support, Jax top, and then they still need to lock in their mid laner. So that's the beauty of CSB's pick and ban right now. I really, really like it.
Yeah.
As they can just constantly switch it up and make them pick favorable matchups for themselves.
Malaking deal breaker dito was that Elise pick.
Yeah, Elise pick very well. The bans itself as well. I don't think you needed to ban the Tahm Kench or the Zac, as a matter of fact. Mundo is just so high priority. And they had the option to take the Mundo, but they didn't.
Alright, so, tanong ko lang, sa Kalista, fervor for battle pa rin ba to? Wireless Bloodless? Or may nakikita kasi ako nagta-Thunderlords.
Thunderlords? I'm still conflicted. I really like Thunderlords personally. However, Fervor still seems to be okay. I guess it's a choice of personal preference. Because the Thunderlords does let you trade a lot better in the laning phase. As you can easily rend.
May additional, may additional passive parang ganon from that Thunderlords. Ganon. Okay, so now, finally, getting locked in Karma. Karma has some sort of popularity rin.
Yeah, we did see that yesterday in the Pro Gaming Series. Celestial, I believe, played that Fade. Had a very, very strong Karma game. They managed to take a victory from Imperium Pro Team.
Now, what about this one? Karthus.
Karthus?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I don't think he's going to play Karthus. And that will be a Syndra instead. So,
kala ko, like, how does Karthus synergize with Trundle and Mundo?
So,
ganon.
I really like the roster coming in from CSB. Very well-rounded team comp. Lots of damage threats from all sides. And meanwhile, on the UCC side, very interesting team comp as well. I like it in the fact that they have that Elise for the early game presence, and they have that Kalista who's very strong. Karma as well. However, I don't really think it synergizes that well together, and the CSB comp is just much more scarier.
Yeah, like scaling, the tankiness.
Yeah.
I mean, early game pa lang, what UCC will need would be a series of mistakes mula sa side ng CSB because it's very clear yung compositional advantage na meron sila dito. Though, Jax Renekton matchup, clear ba to na onto Jax? Hindi pa naman.
It's been a really long time since I've seen a Jax Renekton. Well, the last time, you've only started to see Jax Renekton with the introduction of the 5.22 patch, so I'm not really too sure about how this matchup goes down.
Yeah, I think
I'd have to say that Renekton wins early, and then Jax starts to win come late game, and once he starts getting those items.
I think ang opener dito for University of Caloocan City would be to capitalize for the early game.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
If they should go aggressive for the early game.
Yeah.
Because comes the late game, actually comes the mid game.
Mid game is already going to be a problem. However, Karma does a lot of damage. Like the utility that Karma provides with the damage and with the mobility might catch CSB off guard. So we'll have to see what happens and what comes out of this Karma pick. I feel like my eyes are definitely going to be on Beast Mode Rice and High Angel. They definitely need to set the tone of the game in order for themselves to win. Meanwhile,
crucial ganks and teleports. No?
CSB, they just need to do their thing. They just need to not get too far behind in the early game, not
Basic
really throw.
Play, no? For CSB.
Very
no throws.
Yeah, and they should be able to scale into that mid-game skill to the late game and just take it away.
Yeah, because one thing about building up compositions and para sa team nyo is if you consider your scaling, no?
Yeah.
Like, may mga magandang compositions that you don't have to pull off fancy things.
Yeah.
Like, di mo kailangan gumawa ng kahit anong weirdong bagay or any sort of that. Just farm, just get that kill, wait for the enemy to make mistakes, and
definitely.
even if they don't, yung scaling nyo, ang ganda.
And they have a lot of ways to punish the mistakes with that Trundle Pillar of Filth. Very good disruptional tool. Very low cooldown once you start to max that up. And it's just 80% slow plus the wall. So
wow, 80% slow.
Yeah, at max rank.
I see.
I think it starts at like 30, then it slowly builds its way up. So 30, 40, 50, 60.
Oh my god. Really big, no? 30 to 80% now.
So very strong.
Yes. So ayan, sa mga summoners natin, to all of our viewers out there, again, this is University of Caloocan City versus the champion of the LoL Collegiate League 2015 Spring Term College of St. Benilde. Okay? So kung sinong gusto nyo suportahan, you could put in the hashtag UCCWin or hashtag CSBWin. Ilagay nyo yan. Spam nyo yan. Yan. Pwede nyo yan spam. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay lang naman. Represent your colors, show your support for your schools sa mga viewers natin dyan sa YouTube, sa Zubo, and sa Twitch chat. And also, you could share in our stream link, esports.garena.ph/stream. Put in those hashtag and give in your cheer para sa ating mga competing for these two schools na naglalaban ngayon. Ayan. You also have to take note na, again, itong laban na to ay ang huling laban dito sa LoL Collegiate League 2015.
Yeah.
Itong 2015
The entire year as a whole.
Oh, entire year as a whole. It's been a long run mula kay GG Java, di ba? Sa LoL Collegiate League 2015 Spring. Then, we had a crazy set of events. May mga events pa na na-featured sa Rampage.
Yeah.
May events pa na, wala dito, hindi binodcast mula dito sa ating opisina. There's the qualifying events nandiyan sa PUP. There's the event dyan sa Imperium.
Yeah,
Esports
lots
Bar.
of events.
Yeah, a lot has happened.
It's been a really great year.
Yeah, grabe. Na, expanding from 16 teams, we are now
32.
16 teams, no?
Yeah,
Wala sa
16 to 32. Lots of new teams. And I believe UCC is one of them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so the veterans versus the newcomers once again. That seems to be the trend coming into these games this evening.
Yes. And actually, meron pa tayong mga unstreamed games. Actually, if you have, kung na kayong magawa.
If you want to watch those unstreamed games,
yes.
The YouTube channel, the Garena PH YouTube channel is where you can catch all of the games in case you have a favorite team. Let's say you really like that CSB team, but they only play once or twice on the stream. You can still catch their games on that YouTube channel, so make sure you head to Garena PH and go through the list of videos. I believe all of them are there.
Yeah, naka-archive lang yun doon. And of course, pwede nyo rin ibisitahin ang Collegiate League Facebook fan page. Search that one up. Kung hindi nyo pa yan nalalike nyo yan para ma-receive yung updates and giveaways sa inyong mga promos partners sa Pangulo dito ng LOL Collegiate League. Nandun din yung score sheet natin.
Yeah.
Ang haba ng score sheet. Like yung listahan ng mga teams na qualify. Although di ko alam kung lahat ng 32 teams is nakalaro na.
I think all of them have played by now.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, yan. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Summoner's Rift. This is the LoL Collegiate League 2016 Spring Term. The final match of our year. A match between University of Caloocan City versus College of St. Benilde. In the blue side, you have UCC. For the top lane, it will be Hi. I'm Angel on the Renekton. In the jungle, Beast Mode Rice on an Elise. In the mid lane, it's R on a Karma. And for the bottom duo, it will be Lento 2 on a Kalista AD carry. And Christopher on a Nautilus support.
And for the CSB side, you do have Drown, also known as Noi, playing that Jax in the top lane. For the jungle, you will be having MC Mendy on that Mundo. For the mid lane, Diamond Nivea on the Syndra, followed by Rion and Skycame following with that Tristana Trundle bot lane duo combo.
LoL Collegiate League 2016 Spring Term. Hashtag UCC win. Hashtag CSB win. This is where legends are born. Sabi, vacation is over, pero vacation, magbabakasyon muna din tayo.
Yeah.
Huling laban na to, mga kaibigan. We'll be back at January 3. Na-excite ako. Tingnan natin sino ang magbawagi, who will close in this year happy and solid and proving their worth here at the Summoner's Rift.
Yeah, very exciting game. Both teams going for very standard starts. The entire river is warded blue and red. Looks like Christmas lights, man.
Yeah.
On that river.
Oo nga. We need more Christmas themed skins, no?
Yeah, well, I believe some of the players right now are using Christmas themed skins.
Yeah.
I think Drown is using that.
Yung Snow Day. I
The
think
Jax. He's using the hockey Jax, I believe.
Oo. I think more on,
Yeah,
siguro
he
baka
is.
hindi sila nag-i-invest on Christmas themed skins. Kasi, di ba, sa ibang bansa rin naman,
Yeah,
hindi naman
that's
talaga
true.
nag-celebrate ng Christmas. And of course, we acknowledge that, di ba? I mean, it's very hard kung i-enclose mo lang sa isang culture or sa isang religion lahat-lahat, di ba?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's not go to that. So yun yung duda ko, kaya wala tayong
A lot
Christmas
of
skins,
the
no?
holidays are represented in the skins.
Pero,
we do have
yeah,
like the
oo.
Chinese New Year skins as well.
Yeah, oo, andun pa rin, di ba? Yan, so, even Halloween.
Yeah,
May
Halloween.
Halloween nga, may Valentine skins tayo.
Lots of skins.
And actually, yung mga considered summoner holidays, yung mark of end of season,
Yeah,
yung mark ng start ng
Challenger-
season.
Challenger Ari and
yes,
stuff.
there's the announcement for yung teaser doon for that Challenger Nidalee.
Yeah, Challenger in Italy.
Yeah. I was surprised kasi there was this leak na halos na-convince na ako na Challenger Queen yung lalabas.
Quinn would be cool. I really like Quinn, and she doesn't really have that many skins.
Yeah, di ba?
Yeah.
Here, anong insights mo dito? So far, Nip, what are your insights on the corrupting potion?
It's a really good item in the top lane. Makes you allows you to go for those very aggressive trades in the top lane.
So, for trades, no?
Yeah, it really helps you win them because not only are you healing and regenerating HP, you're dealing more damage as well. So, very ideal for the trades. You do lose some of the base stats. However, if you're able to trade effectively and trade smartly, then it becomes very useful.
Yeah, I think for quick trades,
Yeah.
maganda yung corrupting potion. Pero kung matahgalan, like if you're
then
prompting
the
for
base
level
stats
6,
from the Doran shield
is better.
is much better. Yeah.
Yes. So, right now, you can see, pa namang ganong kalaking lead pagdating sa CS. Actually, everyone starts pretty even talaga pag early game. But there's a deal breaker here into the blue side, as you can see that Mundo has an idea for Elise taking that blue buff.
Yeah, let's see if they decide to do anything from it. However, Mundo just backing away, so nothing will come out of it.
Yes, blue buff gets received now by Elise. Pero mukhang papasok pa rin si Mundo sa kanya. I think this is good for Mundo.
Mundo very aggressive in that jungle, asserting his dominance.
Nakuha ni Mundo yung blue buff ni Elise.
Oh, wow. However, I think Elise was able to get the Gromp though.
Yeah.
But blue buff is much more important than that Gromp.
Yeah, if you're an Elise.
Yeah.
So, ayan na. Yun yung power na ng ating Mundo. That confidence to go in sa jungle camp ng kalaban. And that sheer tankness din naman. Still, no?
Yeah,
Pagdating sa base stats.
Lanes are very, very even right now. No one has a really big CS advantage. Only 100 gold difference in favor of CSB right now. So very even game, only 4 minutes into the game. And a lot passive compared to the other games we've had earlier today.
Yeah, though CSB, alam ko, ever since passive, yung parang playstyle mineski din.
Yeah, very
parang
safe.
nag-invest pa rin sa late game din talaga. Like, kitang yun naman, composition pa lang, scaling ng hapon nila. Dito, Ignite Tick onto that Karma. There's the view on top of an ult na binawas din dito sa ating Syndra. Teleport magagaling mula kay Renek on all in onto this Mundo and si Mendy na merong hawak na Summoner's Cup. Papatay na
wow.
And just like that, a first blood mula sa Q and a help mula kay Karma into the side of UCC.
Yeah, very good teleport coming in from Angel. Here comes the trade in that bot lane. Elise is coming.
Well, in that mid lane, hindi tumulong si Syndra. No? Kahit one more man lang. I don't know if he has mana, but nakupun connected on the sky. Game falling, ladies and gentlemen. There is the bomb mula kay Tristana sa ating Nautilus. Still,
Syndra had no mana during that fight, so that's why Syndra wasn't able to do anything. Actually, right now, Syndra still is in lane and has no mana, so I expect Syndra to go recall very quickly.
Plus, nakita mo yung damage na mula kay Karma.
Yeah.
Masakit talaga.
Really painful.
Plus, I think mas may spam niya pa yan because, I mean, comes the late game.
Yeah, it's on a very short cooldown. That
Yeah.
Q coming in from Karma, I believe it's 5 second, maybe 6 second right now. So, very, very effective poke.
I think she's going to rush that, Frost Queen's claim.
Yeah, so I really like getting that Frost Queen's claim. I like it a lot better than going for the Athene's Unholy Grail or the Morello Nomicon. I just find the Ghost passive, like the active part, where it slows them down. It's really useful, especially when you're Karma and you have the movement speed boost with the shield and you also have the tether.
Yes.
It synergizes really well with that.
Tapos, pag-prevent pa ng gamits, di ba?
Yeah.
I was thinking, parang, di ba kukulangin ka sa stats kapag nag-spell teach?
No, it's actually very cost efficient.
Yeah.
And when you upgraded it to its max stats, you get that bonus, but here comes the gank.
Okay, so let's see on that one. MC Dendy collapse onto this Karma. The burst is there. There's the ult even mula kay Diamond Nivea and easy pick onto that Karma. 1-0-0 for Syndra.
Yeah, so they knew that Karma didn't have the flash available and Mendy was able to capitalize on that. Meanwhile, the top lane, the trade going down, Drown, very effective.
Good users right here, but the Doggos di nga kinailangang activate. Whereas there's the trade up, 2 tackling support, Dredge Light connected onto Rion. May jump ba, may exhaust. There's a flash out, then mula kay Tristana, instead they will collapse onto the Stranded. This is a sure kill now for the bottom duo of UCC. Things are going out of hand for CSB and Champion.
Very good use of teleport right there. And the biggest thing in that bot lane clash was right when Rion was about to rocket jump, he actually got interrupted by the dredge line.
Yes, kaya wala tayong nakitang rocket jump.
So that's the biggest reason why they were able to get that kill. And Rion going a bit too aggressive, trying to proc the explosive shot onto Nautilus. However, that was not worth it. And now it is 3-1 in favor of UCC, 1,000 gold lead as well.
And you have to take note that Rion lost his flash.
Yeah, so very, very big advantage for UCC right now in that bot lane.
Going back dun sa Frost Queen's claim, yung pagiging cost efficient niya, it's because
you also regain a lot of the gold from the passive where whenever you attack a champion or whenever you attack the turret, you get 15 gold, right? So during the first 2 stages of the upgrade, it doesn't really become useful as it resets whenever you kill a creep. However, on the fully upgraded version, you get the bonus regardless of if you kill creeps or not. So very cost efficient, very good item for the early game.
Especially ganun ang playstyle ng mga mid laners ngayon. Poke, don't go all in. These are as much damage as possible kung sino ang nasa harapan mo lang minsan. Ayun, unless you're LeBlanc. I don't think pwede medyo kaskill yung LeBlanc. Like LeBlanc, you would want more bursty items for
I guess so. However, I think it might work with the slow. So it's not really... I think it works with anyone. Even LeBlanc it might work out.
I was also thinking, paano yung mana? Pero again, with the advent of the mana potion,
no, the Frost Queen gives mana regeneration quite a bit.
So yung mana, kapag hindi ka nag-Morello kaagad, parang yung Frost Queen's claim, kahit hindi ganun kasing taas sa Morello Nomicon, okay pa rin kasi yung mga base mana regeneration ng champions natin, pinataas.
It's a lot higher now.
With the mana potion getting to
very good
item. Isa sa mga cheese na pwedeng aralin ng mga summoners natin coming in sa preseason yung mga updates ngayon. Kasi aside from the damage, aside from the item, aside from the marksman, yun nga, yung mga changes na yun, Yun yung mga pwedeng obserbahan. One of the changes pa nga ngayon. Dati, di ba, like, ang pinag-usapan is yung heal. Di ba? Like, there came a time wherein Sorakaban was popular.
Yeah, very popular with the Wind Speaker's Blessing. However, I guess people realized how weak Wind Speaker's Blessing kind of was. Like, it was just all the hype saying, oh, Wind Speaker's Blessing, this is going to be so good for Soraka. Then they realized, oh, no, it's not that great.
Squeezy. Like, you need more of those resistances.
Yeah, wow, very aggressive.
Wow, she knows her damage, man.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of damage coming in from Diamond Nivian. Now 2-0, and that has put the gold a lot more even. Only 200 gold in favor of UCC.
Yeah, they know Diamond Nivea.
He's been around. I've known him quite a bit. Back then, though, he wasn't really that high rank. I think he was still maybe low Diamond 5 around in April. That's when I met him. However, since then, he's improved quite a bit. I believe he's around Master now. And
nag-training.
Yeah, lots of training. And he's earned his spot on that CSB roster. So, very good for him right now.
May mga ganun talagang summoners, diba? Like, you'll spot them on around Platinum.
Yeah.
Tapos parang like, maybe in less than one season, they're around the Challenger na.
Challenger.
Ganun. Yeah. Crazy players out there. Big shoutouts din sa mga talented players natin. Okay, we are well aware na itong mga pro players natin na nandito, even dito sa Collegiate, hindi pa to lahat ng summoners dito. We know na pagdating niya sa Mindanao, even Visayas, may mga gifted summoners pa dyan. Even sa Iloilo nga.
Yeah, that's the purpose of expanding the LCL slots to 32 teams to allow those smaller regions to let them show what they have.
Yeah, yes.
And like we've seen a lot of promise from these teams. I guess the biggest one that comes to my head is SLU, Baguio. Very strong performance from the SLU guys.
Yes.
And who knows, might see more.
And even sa Mindanao, we also have some players playing here from Mindanao, or schools from Mindanao. So 3-2, ladies and gentlemen. When in terms of gold, same lamang. If you look into the gold ng bawat hero, we could see na merong obvious lead lang dito would be, wow, Mundo against Elise.
Wow, Mundo has almost 1,000 gold ahead, and the entire game, Drown's been doing a very good job of out-trading the Renekton, which is very surprising. You'd think that Renekton would be doing a much better job of bullying out this Jax. However, it seems like it's the opposite way around, and I guess despite Drown not being as active as he used to be before, he still has his top lane prowess. Look at that damage, look at that trading efficiency. Very, very good trades.
Ever since ba, dati ba, yung Kaldamik, yung Kaldamik, yung Ruthless Predator, yung stun ni Renekton.
The stun, yeah. I believe it's
Gumagana pa yun? Kaldamik, yeah. Yung Q yata yung Ruthless. Kaldamik yung Q. Ruthless Predator.
Ruthless Predator is a W.
So yung stun, dati ba, namimitigit ba yun ng counter-attack ni Jax?
I'm not exactly sure.
Kasi ang update ngayon sa mga dodge, kapag may CC na di ba, ang nawawala.
The CC is applied, but then the damage is dodged.
There, pero ngayon, totally, wala na. Like, pati yung CC, hindi a-apply. Like, yung gold card, nadadodge na yun ni Jax. Wala
I'm not sure. It's very finicky. Here comes the teleport and that aggressive bot lane gang.
Okay, let's see members here. And you can see that Kalista is going so low. Here comes the teleport muna kay Renekton. Does the work onto Rion. Walang jump time. Nakikita kay Rion. Renekton galit-galit with that Dominus. Jax jumps in onto the Kalista. ADRs are out of the equation here. Now all this Renekton. A shutdown, ladies and gentlemen. That's the Mundo doing the work. Here comes Jax. Drowning into the lane of UCC. That is a 3-4-2 exchange in favor of St. Benilde.
That was actually a 4-4-2, and with that, CSB has tied up the kill count. Very, very good play coming in, and this just shows how strong this CSB roster is in regards to the champions. Mundo was able to just go head-to-head with this Renekton, even though being a jungler, not having as many items as him, just so strong right now. And with that, CSB is now ahead in gold, and their AD carry wasn't even there the entire fight. It was just the Jax and Mundo just doing lots of work, killing the rest of the UCC team.
And Syndra is yet to die dito sa game na to.
Yeah, Syndra wasn't even there during that team fight, I believe. He was just still, I believe Syndra recalled in the mid lane when that fight was going down, so that was a 3v. I guess if you want to call it, it was technically a 4v5. Yeah. But Karma and Elise came a bit late to that fight.
And right now, like, kanina may good early game pace itong UCC.
Yeah.
Pero
they lost it with that fight.
Yeah, Syndra is becoming a big threat now. There's the Rapel to Moon combo. Goes a Q and connect onto that Syndra. And now R gets left alone dito sa ating mid lane. Gets collapsed on by the Mundo. Hindi nag-connect yung Q niya. And that's one kill. Easily lands of St. Benil.
Yeah, the Scatter the Weak combo did not land onto Karma.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate for the CSB side. However, here comes Drown with those items after that kill in that bot lane, and he is just dominating that Renekton.
Crazy trade up.
Yep. Wow, Rion going very aggressive as well.
A very early ultimate, and Renekton going for the tower dive. But it will be a 1-for-1 with Jax shoving in the Renekton. Si Jax pala yung nag-tower dive. Wow, crazy.
And meanwhile, Rion was actually able to 1v1 the Kalista.
Yeah.
Very impressive. I have no idea what happened right now. I believe during that fight in the bot lane, it shifted to the top lane tower dive. So we missed a bit of that trade.
Kalista, I don't know kung by that time meron na siyang Blade of the Ruined King.
I believe she just bought the Blade of the Ruined King. So,
and I think mas may burst talaga si Kalista pa if she has that
Blade of the
BF
Ruined
sword.
King.
I mean, ay si Kalista, si Tristana.
Yeah.
If she has that BF sword
Definitely.
and pickaxe. Yeah.
The
burst mula dun sa Buster Shot.
But Tristana was actually very, very low during that fight, so I guess it came down to the mechanics, and Rion just seemed to come up on top during that 1v1.
Alright, so now, you can see that R managed to scout. Oh, itong si Mendy using that... Ano bang tawag dun? Shadows pa rin ba? Yung ghost
yeah,
nung
the Twin Shadows. Well, I don't think they're called Twin Shadows anymore. I believe... Spooky Ghost, if you want to call it. Cross Queen's Claim, and then it summons 2 Icy Ghosts.
Icy Ghosts.
Yeah, so...
Icy Ghosts.
But they're pretty spooky ghosts as well, so...
Pero may shadows pa rin yung ano, may ghost pa rin yung Twin Shadows. No?
Yeah, like
same effect pa rin.
Like it's the same effect. I think the difference is that it's white, more white than before.
Yeah. Labo, parang may nag-overlap na dalawang effect.
Yeah, because the thing is, they removed Twin Shadows from the game, right?
Wala na yung Twin Shadows.
Yeah, so this is the replacement item for it.
Okay. Kasi dati ang shaky talaga nung slow nung ano Frost Queen's Claim.
Yeah, the missile projectiles.
Yes.
So yeah, very difficult to land. And Jax now has his Trinity Force. However, here comes the gank in the bottom.
Oh my god, so we are seeing Elise not landing on the struggle, but the bottom duo here of St. Benil going solo. Here comes another teleport. Mula kay Karma naman as members of UCC. A very good response here over the bottom lane, whereas Syndra is just walking down the river. Tingnan natin sino tatamaan. Wala tinamaan ng Scatter the Weak. Now, Lenton, here comes the dive. Goes in the Nautilus onto Syndra to zone out at para ipapatay kay Syndra. But you can see that the Moondogs goes down to that Karma. Karma 3-2-1, whereas Syndra 4-0-0. May nakuha pa rin kill over the bottom lane.
And 1 for 2 in favor, 2 for 1 in favor of UCC right there. They did manage to kill Mendy, and they did manage to kill Sky Came Falling. So very good gank coming in from Elise, and very good response coming in by Karma. I believe Karma did teleport to that ball lane, was able to finish off Mendy with the snipe with the Q. So very good responses coming in, and UCC has been doing a better job of teleporting compared to the CSB side from what I've observed so far. So very good props to them. And Diamond Nivea going for that trade.
Yes, there's the combo, there's the wombo. Will Diamond Nivea put in the ultimate? Wow, R knows that Diamond Nivea has the ult. Scatter the Weak, mga kaibigan. An easy burst. Clutch plays coming in here.
5-0-0. Diamond Nivea, very, very good on this stage right now. However, do you see another fight in that bottom?
Yes, good game, mga kaibigan. Christopher now, a very bad positioning there as Leon does the work on to putting those free hits while Sky Game Falling. Tax in the front line para sa kanya. 8-10 mga kaibigan, 17 minutes into the game. 0 Dragons, 0 turrets. Okay, we are not yet into the mid-game.
Yeah, they've only been focusing on getting those kills right now. There's just been lots of action in the lanes, ganks for days.
Showing up for the last match here. Para dito sa LoL Collegiate League, para dito sa taong 2015.
Yeah, different change of pace coming into the very last game. Lots of exciting action.
Natapos na tayo sa first quarter ng laban na to. I recall that 1-hour match between STI and AMA.
I don't remember that game, so...
Ayun yung highlight na ginawa highlight video sa Rambling.
Okay.
Where we kept on shouting, Lucas Predator, stun onto Rian, flash in, Dominus, oh no, tick, wala tick, slice and dice, nasa ng cooldown mga kaibigan.
Wow.
No, Dogamic would be enough. Arabel, Akuku, onto the Throttle, on top of a Thunderlord's Decree, King the Burst, mula sa Elise, 2 kills in the hands of University of Caloocan City.
And that should be a free dragon coming in for UCC right now as the CSB members are in that top side looking to go for that turret trade, which I do think is the better trade right now. So they will be able to get this turret, they will be able to secure that Rift Herald. Meanwhile, UCC does manage to get 2 kills in that bot lane, and they do manage to secure their first dragon of the game.
So, right now, ang shaky para sa side ng CSB would be the bottom lane.
Yeah, they've been ganked several times during the past couple minutes, and a bit too much in terms of the overcommitment coming in from the bot lane as well. They keep on going very aggressive when they should just be content with the trade that they have right now, and they're getting punished for it.
Yeah, they would want na hindi maalangan at hindi mahuli itong Kalista nila. Although wala na nakukuhang ganong kalaking gold lead si Kalista because the kills doesn't go to her.
Yeah.
5 assists Kalista right now.
Yeah, all the kills are going onto that Renekton and that Karma right now. Yeah. Renekton 4-2-1 does have that Black Cleaver and does have that Tiamat available. Meanwhile, we do see that Jax has picked up the Triforce as well as the Vamp Scepter. So that could either be, okay, never mind. That's going to be a Hextech Gunblade.
Yeah. Yung mahirap para dito kay mahirap para dito kay Renekton because he's building damage.
Yeah, this is when Renekton starts to struggle against the Jax right now.
I would assume na he's going pagdating sa team fight, he will go all in dito sa Tristana.
Yeah.
Pero may range kasi si Tristana para kay Renekton, and without the Renekton up front, hindi ko alam kung enough si Nautilus para mapigilan itong Crandall and Mundo to collapse in sa Kalista.
Yeah.
If Kalista has enough kills in her packet to buy some items, comes the late game, she will have enough damage to shred through this tank.
And speaking of Kalista, she's going for a very interesting build right now.
BF Sword.
Went for the BF Sword instead of going for that Ronan's Hurricane. Yeah. So very, very interesting. Let's see what this BF Sword turns into. It could be an Infinity Edge, it could be an Essence Reaver, or it could be a Bloodthirster. All of those options would actually be very, very interesting, as usually when you're on that Kalista, you want to get that attack speed fairly early into the game.
Yeah, napakahalaga ng Martial Poise na yun. Works so well with the Runans.
Yeah, definitely. And
even yung Ren stacks. Those Ren stacks.
However, not going for that, opting for the damage. So I'm going to be very curious to see what Kalista decides to turn this BF Sword into. And here comes the invaded jungle.
Oh my god, very bad sidestep. Doesn't even assume na nandun yung apat na members. Pag sidestep na, katabi na kagad yung Crandall. Now on to this Christopher. And there goes the bottom duo of University of Caloocan.
Very, very good gank right there. Knowing that the red buff was up, now there's a 3k gold advantage in favor of CSB. They do have the map control now. Wards have been placed on that bot side of the map. Very deep wards actually, and they're sieging middle.
Yes. Here comes the bottom lane, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's see. Hindi yata na itong canon minion na to, especially if you have that Karma. Yun din yung ganda ng Karma, no?
Yeah.
Like, if your enemy is going for that siege, that...
Very good wave clear.
Yes, very good wave clear mula sa Q niya. And even yung pokes.
Yeah. And then the shield from Karma helps you from the poke of the enemy team as well.
Yes.
So, pretty ideal when you want to go against a team that likes to siege a lot.
Yeah. I would assume, so Kalista is building more and more damage. Pero yun nga, may malaking problema
so
if she gets collapsed on by those stacks.
That longsword, that could either be an Essence Reaver or it could be a Bloodthirster.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what she's going to go for. I think the Bloodthirster would be the better option
against Syndra.
However, it's still not really the best option. I would have preferred if she went for more attack speed.
Yeah. Like, hindi ka naman talaga lalapit sa Syndra.
Yeah.
And you will never ever allow yourself. You should always assume that Syndra could flash in, scatter the weak, and unleash power onto you. Pero ayun nga, for shredding those tanks in front,
meanwhile, Rion has completed his 2-item power spike as well as the QSS. Actually, all the members of the CSB side have picked up their core items, and they are very, very strong. Like, this is a time where CSB can just win the game. Look at that damage.
Yes. Oh, ayan, nakita nyo yung mga items na yan. Yan po yung core items para sa mga champion na yan with this very strong composition. And wow, Diamond Navy has very good mileage of range dito for taking up siege over the mid lane, though the wave clear is questionable. Coming in mula pang tanks, there's the jump mula kay Rion, all in, Dominus activated mula kay Hayam Angel, binigyan ng trophies, Kaya Rolling, and Hayam Angel No tankiness, mga kaibigan. Gets shut down. Here comes the members of University of Caloocan. Managed to pick up Amundo for some flash.
Wow.
Here comes the side mula sa Livia Diamond. Livia and there's Arm trying to dish out some damage dito sa choke point na to. Yun! There's the passive mula sa... No, there's the activation mula sa ultimate. Improve the Q. Ni Karma. Jumping mula kay Rion for some flash out. Still under turret. And 2 members are remaining para dito sa University of Caloocan. Kalokohan. There's the lockdown mula kay Jax under turret. But the damage is there para sa CSB.
And that's a 4-4-3 in favor of CSB. They will be able to take extra turrets, and the key points for this fight was definitely the item advantage coming in. They had completed their core items. The Hextech Gunblade was completed on the Jax. The Athene's Unholy Grail and the Death Cap was completed on that Syndra, as well as we mentioned earlier, that 2-item of Power Spike from the Tristana. And another point was the very clutch stuns coming in from Diamond Nivea. Let's take a look at that replay to see what exactly happened. So they get the hook onto Mendy. Mendy disengages immediately, not wanting to risk anything. Then here comes Syndra from the side and manages to get this nice snipe onto that Nista, effectively shutting down her DPS for a very long time. I believe he flashes out or something like that. No, backs off quite a bit. And I believe Diamond Nivea lands another 2-man stun a little bit earlier, so let's take a look at that. So, meanwhile, you have Drown and Riansu lost time. There's the 2-man stun, 3-man stun actually, onto R, Christopher, and Beast Mode, and that's probably the biggest reason why they're able to win that fight right there, because of Diamond Nivea.
Yeah, those stuns and Rayon with the free hits.
Yeah, Rion just constantly hitting Jax as well. I think Jax probably did more damage than Rion during that team fight.
Yeah, ang dami na mitigate na damage ni Jax doon.
Yeah.
Counter strike din papasok, tapos yung dinillion damage.
Yeah,
wow,
so Dragon is up right now. That will be CSB's first Dragon, giving them the increased attack damage and ability power. And at this point, CSB is free to put pressure wherever they want on the map. They could set up for the Baron. Bot lane is also an option, so let's see what they decide to do. Looks like they will be sending Rion in that bot lane, while Drown is in the top lane. So a 1-3-1 split, trying to pressure all of the lanes, knowing that they're so ahead right now.
You can see that Diamond Nivea, Sky King, Falling is asserting their tankiness onto this game. There's even a lot of pinks for Caloocan. City to fall back. Okay? Whereas body system lamang ginagawa dito ng College of St. Benil to lay down those wards, secure this Baron probably, at least get a positional advantage, and of course that vision.
Yeah.
Napaka-importante. Leaving actually Tristana sa bottom lane with a Karma na may teleport.
Very, very questionable. However, it looks like Rion will be making his way towards the top lane. Drown does so much damage, but doesn't need to be careful, as that's 4 members of UCC right there.
Oh, mga kaibigan, an easy shutdown onto Jax, getting more and more comfortable, and again, leaving Tristana against a Karma.
Yeah, so Tristana was trying to go for that red buff, however, was spotted out by the Karma, and Karma was able to punish, and Tristana can't get away from a Karma. You can't run away from a Karma. So many slows, so many movement speed boost, and here comes the Baron attempt from UCC. Let's see if CSB responds to this.
Yeah, medyo may pagka-throw doon yung CSB.
However, this could be a really bad Baron attempt.
Pero itong Baron attempt na to, isa rin to, Elise Rice receiving the hits mula sa Baron. Drops Christopher to tank up the Baron. Still full life pa dito. And you have to take note, there's the ultimate mula sa mga Stagis there. No, it is a big mga kaibigan. Double slice and dice in a full combo with Sintra getting shot down. Isama mo pa si Tristana. Tanking si Mundo. Hahabol ba sila? No, they won't. There's the signal to go for the Baron or
no,
fallback.
They should back out. Yeah. But that was a very good collapse coming in from the UCC side. However, CSB did what they wanted to do. They wanted to prevent that Baron from being taken, and they did do that. However, it could have been a lot cleaner. They probably could have taken a couple kills. However, very good Kalista ultimate, and I believe that was a very good Karma ult and enhanced Q as well.
And set up mula kay Renekton.
Yeah, very good set.
Dito yata galing slice and dice niya.
Yeah.
So talagang nahuli off guard doon, at di na-assume ng CSB na madaling makakapasok si Renekton.
Immediately collapsed onto all 3 members right there. Very, very clean.
Alright, so 17-16, ladies and gentlemen, 27 minutes. Make that 28 minutes into the game. And hindi ko pa nakikita yung ending dito, no? CSB is playing
It's anyone's game at this point, actually.
Yeah. Kasi
however,
sa itemization, nilalaro lang ng CSB kung ano talaga yung power ng kailangang composition. But still, UCC is doing a really good performance.
Yeah. I just feel like CSB has gotten very, very complacent, and they just need to start grouping up, start working as a team, as they're dying for really, really bad reasons.
Yeah.
And when they do have the late game scaling comp, however, UCC does have to deserve some credit, as they've been doing a very good job of collapsing on these errors.
Yeah. Ano pang gugustuhin mula sa nangyari kanina para sa side ng Caloocan? Karma getting that easy one-on-one kill against Tristana, then na 4-1 yung Fed na Jax. Really weird from CSB. So 17-16, if you look into the itemization right now, we are seeing that Syndra is building onto that Zhonya's Hourglass.
Yeah.
But the damage from Karma, hindi na
very, very high.
Yeah.
And Karma 8-3-2 right now, so has been able to recover quite a bit from that losing lane a while ago. So very, very good job by this Karma, and he gets the stun.
Oh my god, flash in, not enough. There's the shield. Seems Kalista will survive, but there's the hit. There's the explosive shot. Mula kay Tristana, the ADR gets the loop. Tristana has the feed, but this is a tower that they're attempting to do, man. Scatter the weak mula kay Syndra. The cooldowns for Syndra is very crazy.
Yeah, and that's very, very good job by Diamond Nivea right there with the stun on the Kalista once again. So Diamond Nivea, very props to him. He's been setting up a lot of these plays for CSB, and here comes the game.
Oh my god, so may follow-up nga ba? Diamond Nivea going so low, you wouldn't want a Renekton play slapping onto you. Now here comes our Ryan willing to trade off. Naku, babay pre. And that is 19-17. CSB again complacent, staying over that bottom
I have
lane.
no idea why they left their 2 carries in that bot lane while the rest of the tanks went to that mid lane. So a bit of a miscommunication error coming in from CSB.
Yeah.
And very good job by UCC collapsing on that bot lane. I believe Renekton. How did that fight start off? I believe it was Renekton dashing in, and then Karma came in from the side and just did so much damage to them right there.
It's a big question talaga. Like, maganda yung composition ng CSB.
Yeah.
What you need to do is just pretty basic, just group up.
Yeah.
Pero I think parang they're exhausting kung ano yung mga damage and assets nila.
Yeah, definitely.
Whereas compared to UCC, yung cooldowns nila, Renekton, Garena, even Elise, they could easily come back.
Yeah, very short cooldowns. Karma, very short poke cooldowns right there. And however, the CSB side also has very good sustained fights, as Jax doesn't really need much to do. Doesn't really need that much mana, and just is a constant damage threat in the team fight. Same thing with the Nivea. Oh, same thing with Syndra being played by Diamond Nivea.
Yes, right now I can see Elise and even Renekton.
Yeah.
They could now withstand this Tristana. Actually.
And Rion's been doing some very questionable plays in this game so far, getting caught quite a few times during the course of this game.
Yes. So right now, pagdating sa Dragon, grabe, 31 minutes into the game. 1-1 pa lamang tayo sa ating Dragon, the third Dragon in the map. Cast na spawn, mga kaibigan nyo, to take note, hindi ka agad kinuha itong Dragon na to. Kaya konting Dragon pala yung na-hatch natin. Speaking of, we have that Dragon Trainer Tristana na napanalunan ng Summoner kanina. So we could see that Caloocan, University of Caloocan City, I was thinking they're planning to put a position sa Dragon Pit. Instead, they would go for the mid lane.
Yeah, so I actually really like this play coming in from UCC. Actually, that was very bad by them.
Yeah.
If you're going to go mid, commit to mid. Don't just turn back to build Dragon.
Oh my god.
And from that, CSB just got a free Dragon.
Yeah, with no damage under Tare. Pwede naman, they have Kalista for a big push.
Yeah.
Actually, they have the mobility to fall back if ever manggaling mula sa side ng etong CSB.
Yeah, so let's see how this fight breaks out. Both teams are looking to team fight right now, and R looks like he's gotten onto the Mundo.
This is the Mundo, the best target. There's the flash in mula kay Renekton. This is a choke point. A very easy target if you want that scatter the weak. That's the 3-man scatter the weak. Leon has the feeling. High attention going so low steady in the front line. There's Christopher. Nobody starts to the Karma. Diamond Nivea into the back line, but the double kill naman itong ating Jax. He's targeting that Karma, mga kaibigan. What is that engage? And 4 members are now down. But sa side ng UCC, they will take on this battle. And
that was a very, very beautiful choke point coming in for the CSB side. And despite that, UCC had very questionable choice target selection in that team fight. No one was fighting the same target. They overcommitted trying to kill Rion. Yeah, they overcommitted trying to kill Mundo. Then they shifted to Rion. However, Rion was being protected very well by the Trundle, and Jax was there right in front to get that counter-strike stun on 3 members. So very, very good job by CSB, playing the team fight very well.
With this, they could probably take on...
They can take an inhibitor from this, I think. Plenty of time. Well, not plenty of time. And it looks like they're going to be playing a lot safer.
Okay.
They don't want to throw away their Baron.
Yes, doon din sila na tatalo kanina eh. Overstay. So, if they keep this up, this could be a game for them to take home. So, right now, ano pwedeng gawin ulit ng UCC?
UCC just needs to get those picks. They were doing a good job. It's just that they overcommitted on that Mundo. They didn't have vision of the CSB, the rest of the CSB team, and Mundo isn't really the target you want to pick to begin with, as he's just so tanky. Like, maybe if it was the Tristana, maybe if it was the Syndra, or even the Jax, then that would have been a good target to go for. However, Mundo, not really the best target, as I think by the end of the team fight, he was full HP with that ultimate.
No, grabe. Lalo pa yun na dito sila nag-collapse.
Yeah.
Like, sobrang... It's very unlikely na
and no
mo
wards.
yung ano.
They had no wards. They didn't know where the CSB team was during that fight.
It's very unlikely na madadodge mo yung scattered the weak dyan sa point na yan. Like, somebody will receive that scattered the weak.
Definitely.
So, right now, the Baron buff is still in the hands of College of St. Benilde. Again, you have to take note, ladies and gentlemen, na ang College of St. Benilde ang champion ng ating very first LoL Collegiate League. Okay? Term. Yan. Back in 2015, spring term. So, you can see, of course, may compositional advantage pa rin dito ang UCC if ever CSB wants to pull off a siege.
Yeah, definitely. And see what happens. They are going for the 1-4 with Jax in the top lane. However, rotating towards that bot lane, noticing that bot lane tier 2 is still available. Rion taking that red buff for himself, and CSB just making sure they don't throw their advantage away, playing very cautious, making sure not to throw.
Yeah, may recall pa nga. Though steadily, they are losing the Baron buff.
Yeah, they haven't really made much of this Baron buff, to be honest.
Yeah.
And
even the Dragon hindi pa rin magre-respond.
Yeah.
And wala ring naiwan sa bottom lane to go for that push. But it's pushing in favor of CSB.
Yeah.
So,
blue buff stolen away by Mendy, so Karma won't have that blue to help clear the waves.
They left this mid lane. Oh, there's the Buster shot mula kay Tristana. Take note, may Baron pa rin dito ang CSB. Now that they managed to get the hold dito sa base ng University of Caloocan. And it's going all in onto this Leon. There is still time to focus down Leon and R.
They can end the game from this.
Damage onto the back line of CSB. The Baron map has expired, but 2 members of Caloocan City has expired. And they collapse onto that Karma. There's the trophy, the irritating mirror build mula kay Randall. They collapse on, goes for a hit under the fountain. And I think this is the game.
Yeah, this is the game.
Since this is an ace in the face by College of St. Benilde, ladies and gentlemen, your 2015 LoL Collegiate League Spring Term Champion. Now taking on a victory para sa last game ng ating taong 2015 rin here at LoL
How
Collegiate League 2016.
Yeah.
Spring Term.
GG, well played, CSB.
Wow, grabe.
Very shaky game though, I have to admit, as compared to the other games, this was a lot more closer, so very good job by UCC.
Yeah.
Doing a very good job of keeping the game even till the very end, where one wrong team fight, that team fight at that choke point kind of sealed the deal.
It's not, ang base natin, it's because of the advantage, compositional advantage na meron itong
the Karma was very effective in this game right there.
Pero no, kaya sila natalo, dahil lang dun sa engage na yun, which they shouldn't have taken talaga. Dun sa choke point na yun, going all in for a Mundo. No, not really worth.
If we take a look at the gold, we'll see Karma very, very fed. The highest CS in the game, 326, as well as 953 score. Very, very respectable.
Yeah, just manifest
match with the Jax at almost the same as Jax's with 17.4. Karma actually had more gold than the Diamond Nivea, who seemed to be very dominant throughout the game. So very impressive Karma game.
Diamond Nivea has been more efficient.
Just very good stuns. Yeah.
Yes. And I think Karma, hindi pa nga siya nag-early Ludens eh. ganon.
No, didn't go for that Ludens. Went for that Cross Queen directly
Queen.
into the Leon trees.
And even yung penetration din.
Yeah, and
there's
the penetration,
And then last na lang yung
Morello and the Death Cap, I
yes,
believe.
the Death Cap. No, so good performance there by College of St. Benilde. Grabe. No,
Yeah.
Ngayon ulit sila nagpakita. Napakatagal na. No, since nung 2015 spring. And of course, bad props for UCC, University of Caloocan City. Grabe.
Yeah.
A set of matches here coming in from the veterans.
Very
and the
exciting
newcomers.
games.
And
Actually, the entire day has been very, very exciting.
yeah, akala ko kung anong veterans talaga. Veterans kung sa veterans, guys, yung mga natagpuan yung players
Yeah.
dito. And newcomers kung sa newcomers. There's UST, champion nung last term.
Yeah.
Then, yan, ito nakita natin, CSB. Then FEU,
Yeah, the only
qualifier sa
upset
playoffs.
was SLU.
Yeah.
SLU managed to beat Admu.
Yeah,
Yeah, however,
Admu Manila.
Admu, very different roster from back then from last season. So
Yeah.
very, I guess it's reasonable to say that they lost that game. But
Yeah.
it's-
Good performance
Yeah.
from SLU. So, ayun guys, grabe. Grabe na ba? Actually, maaga pa ang gabi. So, pwede pa kayo maglaro. Pwede nyo habulin yung bagong challenge natin mula sa Garena PH. An exciting set of matches. Again, if you want updates for the schools you're cheering here at the LOL Collegiate League 2016 Spring Term, please visit the LOL Collegiate League Facebook fan page. There's also the Garena PH Esports. Okay? Yeah, Garena Esports na website. You could check that one for updates not just of the LOL Collegiate League but also the Pro Gaming
yeah,
Series.
Pro Gaming Series.
Grabe, ayan, tuloy-tuloy lamang po tayo. We still have Pro Gaming Series, I think, this December.
I don't think so.
Wala
We
na, no?
resumed back in January.
10 na din talaga. Tingnan natin. Pero one thing's for sure though, kami dito sa LOL Collegiate League will resume at January 10. So, bago tayo magtapos, wala ba si Nicole? Hindi ba ano siya ng
Shoutouts or anything?
Do you want to...
Do you have your own shoutouts?
Yeah, I have some shoutouts.
Alright, you go first.
So I just want to invite in yung team kung bakit ako pagod ngayon. Okay, thank you so much for Team LT for inviting me up onto your small gathering. Maraming salamat to Team LT. So, kita-kits tayo sa 27 on that charity tournament we're organizing. And also, shoutouts din kay Tita Lenny. Yan, nagpapa-shoutout sa'yo si JC from Team LT. Yan, gusto kong batiin yung aking editor team. Kita-kita tayo mamaya. And of course, to my family na I'm a stubborn child. Sabi ko, dito sila magbakasyon. Samahan nila ako instead of me going to the province.
Yeah.
And so, big mad props for my parents being very supportive, of course, to what I do here in esports. And yan yung mga gusto kong batiin.
Alright, then I guess I want to start my shouts by shouting out to all the teams that play today, shouting out to all the fans of the team. So, FEU, I can't even list them. There's so many names, but
so
like,
many names.
just like all the schools that play today. Yeah, McNeil, MC Rory. Shout out to you guys. So shout out to actually everyone. Shout out to Explicit Hardcore Gaming. Shout out to the fans. Do we even have any fans? You know, shout out to the Explicit Hardcore Gaming fans if there are any. And I guess shout out to everyone watching the stream, guys.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in for the rest, like the entire evening.
Yeah,
if there's
yeah.
anyone that managed to do so.
And actually, for accompanying us,
Yeah.
Ayaw mo, Nicole? Pa-shoutout kay Paul Sulit.
Yeah,
Ayan,
shout out to you,
yung mga
man.
shoutouts na. And big shoutouts din sa mga naging viewers natin.
Yeah.
And of course, sa naging parte ng LOL Collegiate League. Mula sa announcement, mula sa mga nag-hype, mula sa mga school communities, okay, na nakasama natin ngayong taon. Kasi ngayong taon sinilang yung LOL Collegiate League,
Yeah.
diba? Yan, yung mga nag-hype mula sa qualifiers, mula sa mga aspiring teams, mula sa mga may plano pang sumali ngayon. I think hindi pa nagtatapos to mula sa 32 teams. A lot of things are waiting for us in the future. So, ayan guys, maraming salamat po. Of course, sa mga student summoners natin na nandyan. And ano na to, clear out na to. LOL Collegiate League, student summoners, schools getting integrated here at LOL Philippines Esports. So, ayun po, I think that's our time. So, ayun po, ako po si JS Shinbu with a 1 for an eye.
And I'm GS Sneep.
Okay, this is the LOL Collegiate League 2016 Spring Term. Magtatapos na po kami, magpapaalam na po kami. Ngayong taon, we'll be back at January 10. We would like to send our heartfelt greetings para sa lahat ng mga Filipino summoners out there. Maligayang Pasko po at manigong bagong taon.
Yep.
Palag-palag, astig, malupit, beast mode.
Nakakasilap. Exciting.
Nakakakaba.